completion of the International Space Station and the retiring of the Space Shuttle program, a debate rages over the future of space exploration. Should NASA continue to focus on low Earth orbit, developing technologies for the future? Or should NASA have a goal, like it did in the 1960s with Apollo?
The way we got to the moon was by a presidential imperative that demanded that NASA get to the moon within a decade. So NASA was forced to sit down, design a plan for how to do that, and then fly the mission. Since that time, without the presence of a driving imperative, we engage in basically a random set of constituency-driven programs which are justified ad hoc afterwards by the argument that they could prove useful at some time in the future when you actually have a plan to go somewhere.
I think NASA has focused on a steady process where the government can't just pull the plug on their funding. I think the Apollo cancellation was very traumatic for NASA, and it really transformed NASA from what it was in the 60s to more of what it is now. If you have a singular program like going to Mars, then it is very vulnerable to having its funding pulled.
NASA must be destination-driven. It is the only thing that allows the agency to be productive. NASA was 100 times more productive when it was destination-driven than in the period that it has not been. And we have stagnated in NASA since 1973. 30 years, more than a generation, has been wasted. The American space program's been stagnant for 30 years. There's a once-in-a-generation shot right now to get it moving again by giving it a goal that'll take it somewhere. So the stakes today are high. And if you ask me if I am nervous right now, I am.
Dr. Zuber.
Why is NASA stuck in low Earth orbit? The problem with NASA's lack of current achievement is not money. The problem is lack of focus, it's lack of a goal. It shouldn't be humans to Mars in 50 years.